For This Week in Washington, I'm Dan Holler. Judge Sonia Sotomayor, another misguided auto bailout, and hope for union workers are the big issues this week in Washington. President Obama's nominee for the Supreme Court continues to make the rounds this week. Judge Sonia Sotomayor's record is extensive, and some of her statements and decisions concerning. Her assertion that the Second Amendment is not a fundamental right, and her handling of the Connecticut firefighters case deserves scrutiny. The Senate should take its role of advise and consent seriously. The House will consider yet another backdoor bailout for the auto industry. The so-called Cash for Clunkers program is intended to spur new car sales, but those cars will still be out of reach for many low-income Americans. Even worse, the price of used cars will skyrocket, and charities that rely on car donations will also suffer. Finally, some good news for hard-working union employees. The recently introduced Rewarding Achievement and Incentivizing Successful Employees Act would remove the wage ceiling imposed by union contracts. As a result, successful employees could be rewarded for their hard work. That sounds good for businesses and good for workers. For more information, log on to humanevents.com and read the legislative lowdown. I'm Dan Holler, and that's This Week in Washington.
For more information, log on to heritage.org and stay tuned next week for more news and information.